How can Blizzard make the raids more fun? What's an idea a lot of people have? Make it harder. Dangerous. They do it wrong. Why? What have they done wrong with trying to make it harder? They didn't make it hard enough. But they didn't miss it by a little bit. They missed it by a ton. Because if you make it just a little bit harder, you shake out a couple people that just barely can't do it, and they get to feel really upset and really bad about themselves. And you don't actually create an environment where the average player thinks they won't kill everything. So some people are upset, but nobody feels special. Loss. You make it like a private server, what's different? You make it so hard, people don't expect to clear everything ever. All right, that's awesome. Why? Because you get the greatest privilege in the world when the game's that hard. Not expecting things. Going into a raid expecting to do your rotation, to take consumes, talk to some friends, and not have the raid itself go in any particular way. That's your reward for it actually being hard. If you make it just a little hard, you don't get that reward. The average player needs to have themselves be inundated with data that they likely won't ever clear. Otherwise, they're going to compare themselves to the guys at the top. And that means that they're in for a rude awakening. And I don't think it's good for anybody for that. I don't consider myself to be one of these guys on the top. You likely don't consider that to be yourself either. And they aren't really concerned because they're just worried about doing better relative to people. They probably don't care how hard or easy it is. I want you guys to pretty please stop asking for Blizzard to make the game just a little harder. I want you to very clearly say how hard you think it should be if you're going to talk about difficulty. Say, Blizzard, it should be so hard that the raid statistics look like this 3 weeks in. No matter what you said, I'd really respect your opinion if it was like that. How fun would Nomer be if on the first week, almost everyone didn't full clear? Alright? What if Blizzard said, hey, we're setting up Nomer so that we think only 1 in 10 raid groups can full clear in the first lockout? What would that do? They signal that. It's really hard. Only the best players get in there instantly. Some of the best players get smoked. Average players get the signal. Changes their expectations about the game. You want to make the game harder. You only get the value out of that if people perceive it as becoming harder enough to feel good about their accomplishments. You do it just a little, you get all the negatives and none of the positives. And if you're not clear with what you want out of making the game harder, you're going to get random changes probably that suck. What's a change that I think sucks? Happened in Wrath, happened for Nax. They made all the bosses hit 30% harder. Everybody who was a casual got to hear about how casual friendly and retail baby and blah 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 Nax was going to be, and a lot of people didn't kill Patchwork that first week, and I bet all of them were real upset. Didn't happen to my group, happened to some friends of mine's groups. Come on, Blizzard. If you're gonna make something hard, you gotta make it hard enough that people know, not just hard enough that you screw a couple people and it's mostly invisible. No thank you.